Hi there, a warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining the live chat session. Good to be with you. Breaking news for you, though it has been in circulation for the last few hours. What is going to happen on the 30th of June, Ethiopian calendar? What is Ethiopian state media reporting? Is Musi Abdi going to visit Ethiopia? Any confirmation? What are officials in Somaliland saying? Are Ethiopia, Somaliland about to sign the controversial agreement which could have far reaching consequences for peace, stability, and security in the region? We'll try to find answers to this question in the live chat. The participants, Alim, first one. Alim is a member too. Special welcome to you, Alim. Alim says, hello, Sajid. Ethiopian American citizens who are having their investments confiscated will cause diplomatic tensions because of banking laws. Any truth to that? Well, government is introducing a law which is called asset beyond means law. It means that and if anyone has a property and the owner cannot prove the source of earning which he used to build or buy the property can be confiscated by the government. This law can apply to anyone, mainly to the people in Ethiopia. Law is still under consideration. It has not been approved. It was tabled at the House of Representatives, and there reportedly it has not been approved so far. Yesterday, when Ethiopian Foreign Ministry spokesperson held a press briefing, a journalist uh, raised this issue that is this new law going to target diaspora community? And the spokesperson said that the law was still being considered, and if it would be against diaspora, it would not be approved. So government seems to be backtracking a little. I think government wants to discourage sending of remittances from abroad to Ethiopia through illegal banking channels. Because we know that Amhara diaspora has launched a campaign that earlier Tigrayan diaspora launched a campaign that remittances should not be sent to Ethiopian banks because that would make Ethiopian government a beneficiary of the remittances. So diaspora resorting to using uh, illegal transaction channels. To stop that, government wants to introduce this law because if illegally money comes into Ethiopia, people won't be able to use that money to buy properties. If they buy properties, they'll be asked about the source of income. That's why this new law is being introduced, but it's under consideration, not approved so far. Dark Star joins. A greeting, Sajid. How are you, Dark Star? He says, in the video you posted showing the RSF mercenaries with an Ethiopian flag, the individual who grabbed the flag and threw it had a badge on his arm that looks similar to Tigray Special Forces badge. Well, I don't know. There are RSF members. If Tigray fighters are there, they wouldn't be wearing their special force uniforms. Shafo joined too. Shafo, welcome, Shafo. Shafo is a member too. Special welcome, Shafo. He says, hi, Sajid and followers. How are you all? How are you, Shafo? Muhammad Omar, Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. Omar LAR says, hello, Sajid. Looking refreshed. Yeah. I will be flying for a foreign visit after a few days. So just making preparation for that. But still overworked. 4 videos a day, 3 videos, one live chat, articles on News Edis. It keeps me busy. The work is so much that it's difficult to take even an hour out of this busy routine. Abdullah Harsi says, hi, Sajid, greetings from Hargasa. How is the mood in Hargasa, Abdullah Harsi? Abdullah Harsi said, June 26, 2024 is the great day for signing the agreement. Usman said, do you really think it is feasible for Somaliland to be recognized? Your opinion kindly. Okay, I'll respond to it. Yamaskan says, Saj, my friend, how are you in this busy time? I always spend watching your videos. Thank you, Yamaskan. You keep me going. Darni here too says hello. Desta Zigta says hello, Sajid. Welcome. Bahruddin joined after some time. How are you, Bahruddin? I think you missed very lots of live chats. Kira joined. Welcome, Kira. Eratia Pearl of Red Sea here too said, is the MOU worth the risk for Abi? Uh, Sam joined. Member, welcome, Sam. Maswin K. Affirmative. Just a quick question, then I'll come to the main point. One was about Somaliland feasibility, recognition feasibility. Well, several countries are assessing the feasibility of recognition of Somaliland as a country. Some lawmakers in UK, in France, in US have been openly calling for recognition of Somaliland as a country. Obviously, Somaliland will be doing lobbying work there too. If you remember, Raila Odinga, the Kenyan opposition candidate who lost to William Ruto and now who wants to be the president, the chairman of African Union in the next election in February, he publicly spoke in support of recognition of Somaliland as a country. Somaliland has been operating as an independent entity for the last 3 decades. So feasibility is there. It depends on how Somalia is going to respond, how strongly Somalia would respond. I think that would determine the feasibility of recognition of Somaliland. Will it just do whatever it can in its power to stop the recognition, or will it just issue statements? Secondly, a person asked about is the MOU worth the risk for Abi? Well, Abi talked to Eritrea, no response. Abi wanted a base in Djibouti, no response. Kenya ready to let Ethiopia use its port, but not on lease. So Abi is not left with many options. He wants to make a big move. By the way, if Ethiopia builds a naval base in Somaliland, if it gains access to sea through Somaliland, perhaps it would be a decision which will be remembered by coming generations too. This decision will have far-reaching impact for Ethiopian economy. So the greater the decision, the riskier it is. He's ready to take the risk. Maybe he's underestimating Somalia. Maybe, I think. I won't say underestimating. He believes maybe that Somalia won't be able to stop him. So a lot depends on how Somalia will respond. Yeah, Yemaskan, they are there. By the way, about Tadase was in Addis Ababa yesterday. He held a meeting with the Amhara people there. Kabbat is safe as well. Nothing happened. Nadir joined too. Hira says Somalia has no choice but to accept MU deal. It wouldn't accept, obviously. But what will it do? Pai says Somalia was already told by its Western sponsors to focus on Al-Shabaab. Will Somalia listen to Western supporters? Because Ethiopia and Somalia fought wars in the past. They have bad blood of the past too. You never know, by the way. You never know about these countries in the Horn of Africa. Anything can happen, believe me. I am not saying that Somalia is going to wage war on Ethiopia, but you never know because Somalia believes it was wronged, injustice was committed on it against it by Ethiopia in the past too. Believe me, when hatred and burden of past is so high, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Hassan Sheikh this week said he was ready to talk to Al Shabaab. He's not willing to talk to Ethiopia. That just shows what he can do. Let's start, viewers. Let me start. Uh, Ethiopian state media today televised a small clip. The clip says, "We'll see you on the 30th of June." Ethiopian calendar. 30th of June, Ethiopian calendar would be 7th of July, 2024. This message is being interpreted in different ways. Is Ethiopian state media going to launch a new channel or something big is coming? No one knows. So suspense created by Ethiopian state media about the 7th of July, 30th of June, Ethiopian calendar. People are linking this clip by Ethiopian state media to a likely visit by Somaliland president to Ethiopia. Ahmed Hassan is former ambassador of Somaliland. Former ambassador. Few hours ago, he claimed that Musibe Abdi, Somaliland president, was going to visit Ethiopia to sign the final agreement with Ethiopia. Somaliland news sources are disclosing the venue to where this agreement will be signed. So we don't know if this news is correct or not because there is no official confirmation. Which venue? Togdir zone of Somaliland. In Togdir, there is Barrow. Main city in Togdir is Barrow. Togdir shares border with Ethiopia. To the east of Togdir, there is area controlled by SSC Khatomo. To the west, there is the other state, Odal state. According to Somaliland sources, Ethiopian and Somaliland leaders will meet in Togdir, in Barrow, where they'll sign the final agreement. People are linking what Somaliland sources are saying to what Ethiopian state media reported today. That in coming days, not tonight obviously, in coming days, Somaliland president is going to visit Ethiopia for final agreement. Let's join the pieces a little of this jigsaw puzzle. In recent days, we have seen some serious developments about Ethiopia-Somaliland MOU. Recent weeks, Somaliland president said that one location for Ethiopian naval base had been finalized. Before that, Dr. Isa Kaid, foreign minister, said that 3 places had been identified. Ethiopia would choose one, but he said the day Ethiopia gains access to sea, the same day Ethiopia would recognize Somaliland as a country. Then we heard from Somaliland's port authority chairman. He said 30% of Ethiopian cargo imports and exports, are going to be diverted to Berbera. And he said all fuel imports of Ethiopia going to be diverted to Berbera in next 2 months. After that, two Ethiopian ministers spoke. We heard from Alamo Seme during a budget speech at the parliament. He said that this MOU will materialize Ethiopian dream of gaining access to sea. And the minister spoke, Tariq again, and he said that recognition of Somaliland is the right move. And then PM Abiy sent a delegation to Turkey, led by former president of Ethiopia and Selassie, foreign minister. Special message from Ethiopian PM Abiy to Erdogan, Turkish president, was delivered. After that, he sent a special message to the Emir of Qatar. Special message from Ethiopian PM Abiy to Qatari Emir Tamim ibn Hamad al Sani. And after that, Tamim ibn Hamad al Sani called both Ethiopian PM Abiy and Somalia's president. What happened after that? Did they agree to Qatar mediation or no? And meanwhile, Hassan Sheikh decided to go to Turkey. He went to Norway, I think. Then he went to Turkey. He met with Turkish foreign minister. So a lot has happened in the last 1 month, I would say. And I kept you updated with each and every development about Ethiopia, Somaliland MOU since January. I don't think I missed a single development about this MOU issue. Because for me, it's a big issue. I am not in support of Ethiopia or Somalia or Somaliland, but it's a big, big issue. It could have serious consequences. As I said earlier, you never know about how these countries, tribes react, keeping in view the history. So it seems that all signs are there that Ethiopia, Somaliland making progress toward the signing of final agreement. Ethiopia wants to ensure that Turkey does not involve itself in this issue, and Turkey is not dragged into this conflict. As we know that Turkey and Somalia signed a defense pact in January to stop this. I think Turkish role is perhaps the most crucial role for Somalia. West, US, no one is going to send its forces to support Somalia. Eritrea won't support Somalia publicly. Egypt might support Somalia, but main player would be Turkey on Somalia's side. What about Ethiopia? Ethiopia right now is on its own. Maybe it believes that it can easily handle the noise from Somalia. Yeah, Faiz, Turkey has huge investments in Ethiopia, in Somalia as well. But what Somalia is offering to Turkey is more than what Turkey has invested in Ethiopia. Somalia is offering 30% of its undersea resources, underwater resources. And if Turkey believes there is there are billions of dollars underwater in Somalia, maybe it would like to support Somalia. You never know about Turkey, by the way. I gave you my analysis about Turkey in several videos. I told you that Erdogan, when he intervenes in a big way. And at the heart of his interventions are economic interests. Turkish economy under trouble, Turkish lira declining for years. Erdogan in trouble economically, politically. If he intervenes, mainly there are economic interests. Intervenes in a big way. John Spencer joined to extreme Ethiopia is mentioning Emirati Emiratis are real beneficiaries of conflicts in Africa. I think they just yesterday signed an agreement to build an airport in Uganda, building ports, building airports, building military bases, growing crops, buying gold from Africa. They are the beneficiaries of the systems, the conflicts in Africa. I think now we should do videos on Somalia's reaction. Uh, what will Somalia do? We heard from Defense Minister 3 to 4 days ago. He threatened that Somalia would resort to military option as well. But Somalia has already cut off diplomatic ties with Ethiopia. Next moves by Somalia, we should talk about that in incoming videos, I think, neutrally. If Abiy manages to gain access to sea in Somaliland, if MOU turns into an agreement, what will be its impact on Abiy's future? Will it consolidate Abiy's hold on power? Will it weaken him? And obviously, if MOU turns into agreement, Hassan Sheikh could be a casualty of this MOU. He will have to do something. Otherwise, his people won't let him be in power. That's my assessment. He might be forced to make big moves under threat, under pressure from Al Shabaab too. If he remains silent, Al Shabaab will accuse him that, see, Hassan Sheikh is in secret alliance with the Ethiopian government. He's selling the Somali territories to Ethiopia. He is enemy of Somali people. He is under pressure from position, from his people, from Al Shabaab. That is why I'm saying Ethiopia should be careful. It should not underestimate Somalia. It should not make this decision on the basis of hypothesis that Somalia cannot do anything. If that is the basis of Ethiopian decision, it's a very weak foundation, I would say. The chief of Hamasyan has great trust in the Somalis to handle this in a rightful manner. What is the rightful manner, chief of Hamasyan, according to you and Isas Afwerki? Yeah, just YY says, triple Y, Sajid looking like you on a time tracking machine, so young. Yeah, just an hour at a shop can just make you look different. Chief of Hamasyan is talking about Pretoria. You look 27, triple Y says. Really? I'm about to be 47. Kira says, will Eritrea support Somalia directly if war erupts with Ethiopia? I don't think so. Eritrea won't support one directly. Indirect support could be there, but no direct support. Eritrea Apollo says Somalia will start supporting Fano and insurgents. No, Somalia won't be able to connect with Fano. Somalia can create problems in Somali region of Ethiopia. And if it decides to extend hand of friendship to Al-Shabaab against Ethiopia, what will happen? Believe me, coming days are dangerous if the MOU is implemented, if agreement is signed. We'll see big developments in this region, I think. Yeah, I am going for long walks, 10-kilometer walk, 8 to 10-kilometer walk, 2-hour walk. I do mostly. So I fully covered. Yeah. Abdi Karim Farah is a member. He said, "Hi Sajid, 30th of June 2024 will be a normal day, even if our dictator Abiy Ahmed signs meaningless paper with Mr. Abiy Abdi." Let's see first. We are talking about speculations mainly. We don't know what will happen. Maybe we could see some other announcement on this day. But Somaliland officials have been saying for the past few days that on the 30th of June, at the end of June, something big will happen. Tamine says Turkey will not intervene in this issue, I think. Then, but Tamine, then what was the point in signing a defense deal between Turkey and Somalia? Why would Somalia give away 30% of its underwater resources to Turkey if Turkey is not ready to support Somalia? AXL Wake says, Sajid, what will be the stand of Pakistan if war breaks out between Ethiopia and Somalia? Pakistan is irrelevant. Whether it supports Somalia or Ethiopia, it's irrelevant in this region, I think. Ayana says, I remember one top diplomat saying Sudan is going to be 4 countries. RSF has secured its western share. Perhaps it is time to eye the Blue Nile State and East Kordofan as. Come on, Ayana. They have nuclear weapons, but they don't involve themselves to war so far away. If anyone wants to buy weapons from them, they'll be ready, but they won't involve in this war. They have nothing to gain from being involved in this war, I think. DW Ethiopia says the only Pakistani who knows anything about Ethiopia is Sajid and his daughter. We're just students. But I don't pressure Sarah. She is free to do videos, write articles whenever she want to. It's up to her to decide. She's taking some time out these days. I said, okay, fine. Branip Sahir Ilyas Ababe says the American politicians paid a visit to Somaliland a week ago. Yeah, I covered that. I wrote an article that on that on uh, newsadis.com. With 31 minutes have passed, I think we should end the live chat session. It seems coming 2 weeks are going to be full of suspense. If anything is going to happen in terms of Ethiopia-Somaliland MOU. We'll see accompanying developments. Hopefully, we'll keep you updated. It's not that officially it has been confirmed so far. These are just speculations. But let's understand the situation by sharing with each other what we have learned. I would request you, if you receive anything important through your sources, through your people, about on the ground developments, where the naval base could be established, where agreement could be signed, do get in touch with me. Yes, I will be covering these developments during traveling too. My traveling is not traveling. I do the same number of videos during traveling too. So Darnie says breaking news on speculation. Well, it's because the Ethiopian state media is creating the suspense. They're saying that 30th of June, there'll be, let's meet on this day. We're trying to connect dots. Dots seem to be connecting, but let's wait a little. Thank you for watching, viewers. I'll be back tomorrow. Stay blessed. Bye bye.